Today we're starting in the down dog position. Look at your hands and make sure that the palms are about shoulder width distance. And you're pressing into the floor with the full palm. The palms themselves, the fingers, spreading the fingers wide apart. Looking down at your feet are hips width distance. And you're gently letting the heels fall towards the floor. This might or might not be possible for you, but that's the direction that we're looking our body to move in. The sit bones are pointing up towards the ceiling as much as possible, and the stomach is sucked in with the pelvic floor lifted. I'm simply letting the back of my legs stretch. The Achilles tendon, the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes, the back. Look forward, come forward into plank. Organize your plank. Stomach in, push the floor. Bring the head back slightly, push back to down dog. Hollowing out the stomach as I make this transition, allowing the pelvis to tilt more forward. Look forward and walk your feet slowly. Toe heel your feet to the front of the mat. When you get there, fold over your legs in the posture we call Uttanasana, forward fold. Make sure your feet and hands are even, and it doesn't make a difference whether you can get all four on the floor or whether your knees are slightly bent and just the fingertips are touching the floor. Look for the evenness to the best of your ability. Make sure your feet are soft, not contracted. My left leg tends to contract in these deep stretches, so I have to be aware and tell my left leg to not contract. Bend the knees slightly, look forward, come up on your fingertips, and step your right leg back into a low lunge. Reposition the left foot. So when you land the left hand, the right wrist, and the left ankle are in one line. Lift your left arm up, twist, look up towards the ceiling. Hands back to the floor, walk the hands to the right, Skandasana, sitting all the way down if possible, and moving side to stretch the inner thigh, the groin, even the lower belly, definitely the other thigh. And you can see that I'm using my arm as a stop for the leg, so the leg can't move in on the arm. I'm going to do one more side to side because it feels really good. And I can feel the stretch all the way along the bottom of the leg, inside of the leg. All right, walking the hands back to the front of the mat, coming back into the low lunge, looking forward, stepping the left leg to meet the right leg in down dog. Pushing the floor, lifting the sit bones, reaching the heels down. Come forward into plank. You have 5 push-ups to down dog. Taking a couple of breaths, allowing the sit bones to lift up. Walking in place, stretching the back of the legs. Easy walk, easy stretch. And then I'm going to toe heel my feet back to the front of the mat. And I do this very slowly, shifting the weight between the feet and the arms, because I'm trying to stretch very deeply into my sacrum. That's my specific journey. When you get to the top of the mat, feet are relaxed, and sometimes you can touch the feet to feel if they're tight and see and look at them. Are they tight? Let them be soft. If you can get the hands to the floor, great. If not, whatever you can, but suck the stomach in, pull in the pelvic floor. Energy, you are moving towards the floor, but the stomach, the lower belly, not right under the sternum, but rather your pelvic floor, you're pulling in this direction up towards the ceiling. Bending the knees, look forward. Step the left leg back. I'm going to adjust my foot, my right foot and my left hand, so they're again in one line. Tightening the back leg, lifting the right arm up towards the ceiling. Hands to the floor. Walk the hands to the left. Skandasana. I'm doing this very slowly today, so we can examine this together. So this step is a little wide. On this side, it's okay. Notice that the feeling is very different from side to side. On this side, it feels a lot less secure. There's something stuck. I can feel it in my lower back, even though I can come all the way down. What does it mean when someone says something like that? Well, what it means is that the feeling I get when I do the posture on one side is that things are unrestricted. They fall into place. It feels like there's nothing special telling me there's something going on, something bad going on. But when I switch to the other side, bad's not necessarily the right word, but when I switch to this side and I lower the hips slowly, I can feel my left thigh, inner thigh, collapsing inwards, which is telling me it's tighter. There's something in this side that feels much, much tighter, like I have less space to work with. Walking the hands back to the front of the mat. Planting the hands down for a low lunge. Looking forward and letting the hip drop slightly. Stepping the feet back together to down dog. I'm gonna take a few breaths here and allow the inside lines of my leg, meaning where the arch of the foot is, I'm allowing that to collapse a little bit as I reach my heels back behind me. It gives me a deeper stretch. Same thing with the hands. I'm going to rotate my armpits outward slightly, lifting the pelvic floor, pushing the floor harder away from me. Come forward into plank. Slowly shifting. Look under you. Adjust to the line. Look forward when you're done, and you have 5 push-ups to down dog. Once you're back in down dog, slowly roll forward, bend the knees, and bring them to the floor. Lift your feet, let your toes go. Let the feet fall back to the floor as you reach back, lean back into child's pose. Forehead down. Arms keep reaching forward. Breathing.